Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at knottylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It shows Naughty, bring you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life. Child, the roots are rooting, okay? Good morning, grand rising to you all. I hope you all have a beautiful start to your day. Happy hump day to you all. And we got so much to get into. Please like the video. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, share my content out. Got a great show lined up for you. I got some information I want to share with you guys, but of course, first on the docket, number one on the docket, ASAP Rocky has been vindicated, okay? And I'm gonna eat crow because I thought it was a high probability that they will find him guilty with them having him on camera and all right, so we're going to get into the verdict and reactions and things like that. Also, we're going to get into 50 Cent trolling Joe Budden. He has a new target, he has a new victim. Now Joe Budden said that 50 and Kanye need therapy, and I think he said that like after Irv Gotti died and 50 had the nerve to troll the dead man. Like, it's poor taste. Also, I want to get into Keefe D. If we have time, I want to get into Mayor Eric Adams. Because there's some developments in his case. Because there's been some movement. So please thumbs up this video. Thumbs up this video. Sorry, guys. All right, because the judge may be considering dismissing the charges in the Eric Adams case. All right, I thought it was kind of weak or whatever, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get into the articles and things like that. Please follow me on all of my free apps, though. I'm on Insta. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok because I will be vlogging a lot from the Mardi Gras this weekend. So if you want to see footage from there, please follow me. Good morning, grown woman. Good morning, D. Smith. Good morning, Miss Galore. Thank y'all all for joining me. While, some notifications are going out, I want to share some information with you guys because one of my good friends, we call him Z, he builds medical equipment. And I just wanted to shout him out because he got recognized in an article. He's doing some big things. The AI connection with eyewear air. And let me tell you something. He works so hard for his family and things like that. So I just wanted to shout him out. See, I know people are happy to share. Okay. This is him right here. I wish I could make this bigger. Let me see. Let's see if I can make it any bigger for you guys. I won't go back. Something happened. So he's a part of the AI connection with eye care. Where's the technology heading, right? Sorry, let me try to. No, it has the full article now. All right, let me just do this. And so I thought it was pretty dope. Please thumbs up this video. There we go. Yes, please hit the like button. So I thought this was dope. His name is Jashan Khan, but we call him Z. He's a family man. He's dope. He goes hard for his family. All right. So Xeon Ophthalmics has developed fully integrated products combining hardware for data collection in real time, AI, and advanced data analytics. The Exo Exam system consolidates 12 diagnostic tests into single wearable device, eliminating the need for bulky tabletop machines. So according to Zeshan Khan, that's my people's president and founder and CEO, okay? Xenon, this integration enables faster diagnostics and reduces test times to under 10 minutes. So that's a big deal. Like when you go to the eye doctor, there's so much you got to go through, right? It converts I'm sorry, guys, this print is so small. Non-quantifiable data into actionable insight, providing doctors with precise information, empowers real-time monitoring and analytics, allowing doctors to make immediate and accurate diagnosis and support telehealth, which is a big deal, enabling remote diagnostic for undeserved areas, further increasing efficiency. So my homeboy Z is responsible for inventing this machine. Hey, Nichelle. So I just wanted to shout Z out. I know not everybody cares, but I care. This is a big deal. He is making headway with the ophthalmology community and advancing the technology. So remember, y'all heard it here first. Yes, please hit that like button. Remember, y'all heard it here first. So shout out to him. Z, I'm so proud of you. He's a family man. He's a great father. He's a great friend. I know I have gone through some hard times, and he was like the first one to step up. Like, Nikki, you need anything? You need anything? I got you. And let me tell you, this man is the sharpest dressed man on a regular basis. Okay. Yes, Nichelle, that's dope. Yes, this is my real. Yes, he's in New Jersey. He's in New Jersey, and I saw him last night. We were playing darts, and he's like, "Oh, Nikki, your boy's getting articles." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" I'm gonna talk about it on my channel. But he invented this machine. He has his own business. He's a founder, CEO. Like he's doing big things. And so whenever my friends do well, I just want to make sure I shout them out. See, you never know who people are connected to, but he's like my good friend. And let me tell you, I had like a rough patch or whatever, and he was like, Nikki, I got access to this resource, I got access to that resource. Let me know. He's always the first one there, and he always comes to the bar. Like he works so hard. So we all use like darts to let off steam and stuff like that. And he's a dope dart player. I mean, he's building machines. He's very precise or whatever. But he always comes in. He'll buy us dinner. Like he has a huge heart. So it's a big deal what he's doing, and he's making all of our lives better, especially when it comes to the ophthalmology community. You know, it could be very expensive. It could be very time consuming and things like that. Right? I thought it was dope too. So I appreciate y'all letting me share some of my friends' accomplishments. I love it. Okay. Shout out to Z. He a little petite Muslim man, but he always dressed to the nines on it. Always dressed to the nines. That's why I like Corey's, because like it don't matter your nationality, race, we all come together. We have our little family. And we support one another. We all work hard. So yeah. I love Z. Z, you got the Naughty Crew support over here. Like you making big moves, brother. And I'm proud of you. I am proud of you. All right, you guys. Up next, I want to get into Eric Adams, because there's some movement going on with his federal case. As you all know, the Southern District of New York not only brought charges against Diddy. Right after that, they brought charges against Eric Adams, saying that he was like misappropriating funds and using funds for his own personal gain. Okay. The corruption is real, okay, when it comes to politics. So, I saw an article. Let me see. Where the judge called in the DOJ, the Department of Justice lawyers, to appear in court to explain a request to dismiss his case. Okay, let's get into that first, and then we'll get into the updates. So do y'all think the DOJ has a case? Y'all let me know. Shout out to CNBC. All right. So the key points: a judge ordered New York City Mayor Adams, his attorney, and the Department of Justice prosecutors to appear in court to explain the DOJ's bid to dismiss criminal charges against Adams. The DOJ lawyers asked the judge to toss the case after 7 prosecutors, including acting Manhattan U.S. Attorney Danielle Sasson, resigned rather than comply with an order to file that request. And then also the Manhattan U.S. District Judge Del Ho ordered suggests he will not rubber stamp the DOJ's highly unusual dismissal request. And I'm like, we moving for dismissal already? So this has sparked concerns that the Trump administration struck a deal to toss the case in exchange for Adams cooperating with enforcing immigration laws. You think he managed to levy because the immigration was out of control in New York. Out of control, okay? So a federal judge ordered embattled New York Mayor Eric Adams, his attorney, and the Department of Justice prosecutors to appear in court on Wednesday afternoon to explain a DOJ's conversation request to dismiss criminal corruption charges against Adams. The Manhattan U.S. District Judge Dale Ho ordered Tuesday suggests that he will not rubber stamp the highly unusual dismissal request, which has sparked concern that the DOJ struck a deal with Adams to toss the case in exchange for the Democratic mayor's cooperation with President Donald Trump's immigration orders. So 7 top DOJ prosecutors, including one directly involved in Adams' case last week, resigned in protest of the department's bid to toss out the case. Child, it is heating up. Please thumbs up the video. It's all falling in place for Adams. Okay, grown woman. All right. So, Ho's orders quote an appeal court case that says judge should be satisfied that the reasons for the proposed dismissal are substantial. The party shall be prepared to address, among other things, the reasons for the government's motion, the scope and efforts of Mayor Adams' consent in writing, Ho wrote. The order was issued a day after 3 former U.S. attorneys of Manhattan, New Jersey, and Connecticut asked him to conduct a factual inquiry into the dismissal request, citing these extraordinary events last week. Those events raised serious questions about the appropriateness of the government's dismissal request, the letter said. In another letter Monday, former Manhattan federal prosecutor Nathaniel Ackerman, who is now an attorney for the advocacy group Common Cause, urged her to deny the motion to dismiss, saying it was motivated by a corrupt quid pro quo between Adams and the Department of Justice. Child. The court may also consider appointing an independent special prosecutor to consider the prosecution of Mr. Adams in this court. Meanwhile, Tuesday, New York Governor Kathy Hochul is set to meet with people she called key leaders to discuss a path forward for New York City after 4 of Adams' deputy mayors resigned on the heels of the DOJ dismissal request. Hochul's announcement of the meeting suggests that she strongly considered exercising her constitutional authority to remove the mayor from office. And so that brings me to the latest, okay? Please thumbs up this video. So much going on in these politics, and we need to really pay attention to what is going on. I just feel like there's a lot of underhandedness going on. Shout out to the Jasmine brand for this. So New York Governor Kathy Hochul to meet with NYC leaders to discuss Eric Adams' possible removal. Governor Kathy Hochul announced she will meet with New York City leaders on Tuesday to discuss a potential path forward that could lead to Mayor Eric Adams' removal. So, if the charges are dismissed, is the exchange for that is he has to be removed from mayor? Y'all let me know in the comments. So this follows the resignation of 4 deputy mayors who cited issue with Adams' cooperation with President Trump on immigration and the Justice Department decision to dismiss his campaign fraud indictment. Hochul, acknowledging the gravity of the situation, emphasized the unprecedented nature of removing and sitting mayor, but started that the recent events raised serious concerns. Adams remains defiant, insisting he won't resign despite growing calls for his removal. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I am side-eyeing everybody, but Kathy Hochul, don't play. Remember, she's the one that brought forth the Adult Survivors Act in New York. So she don't be playing. But Eric Adams, I think he gonna fight to the end, but I find his actions,
that's suspicious. That's weird.
He moving quite funny, Naughty Crew. He is. Excuse me, guys. I got a blue button. Okay. Ugh. You know, in the morning, your nose be filling up, okay? Hey, Charger City. Grown woman says, so in essence, they just brought another black man to do their dirty work. Right! They Martin Luther King in his ass, okay? I'm glad they resigned. They knew it was corrupt, period. That's what I'm saying. I'm resigning. It just makes me side-eye them. It makes me like, what did y'all know? Why y'all resigning? Or whatever. Hey, Charger City. Yes, Jesus loves you too. Teach everyone how to see and enjoy their blessings too forever. God bless you, Charger City, and thank you for joining my chat. Please, Naughty Crew, welcome Charger City. All right, so I'm gonna keep my eye out. I've been keeping my eye out, child, on the developments on this story. I've been waiting for some noise to happen. But let's look into some of these comments. This person said, I really don't know what she waiting for. This person said, never liked him. He's got to go. Issa said, finally. This person said, yes, take him out. He has done nothing for us. Wow. Look what this person said. Skip 500. Republicans would never. That's the problem with Democrats. Woo, child. It's a mess, but I smell corruption everywhere. But this person said they talking too much. This person said, bye, Eric. Let me tell you, Kathy Hochul don't play. Look at this man. Get him out of the office. Remove him, please. But I have a feeling he's not going to bow down gracefully. He going to be like Milagro Grams. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing wrong. Apologize for what? That's how he going to be. That's how he going to be. All right. So it looks like there has been a delay in the Keefe D trial. Child. As y'all know, he was arrested and charged with the red rum of Tupac Shakur. Shout out to The Guardian and shout out to Chantel, one of my Naughty Crew, for sending me the article. Trial of suspect and Tupac Shakur red rum delayed to 2026 by Nevada judge. I was like, what? Why is delayed?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
You think they trying to wait till the Diddy trial go and it's over? Child, let's get into the article. So judge says new developments and need to ensure a fair trial means the Wayne Keefe D. Davis trial must be postponed. I'm going to let y'all sit with that. I'm going to let y'all sit with that. This marinate on that for a minute. Wow. You know they all like crabs in a barrel grown woman. When it comes to politics, there's no loyalty. There's no loyalty whatsoever. Good morning, Be More Shorty. Let me know what y'all think about Keefe D trial being delayed, child. Why? So let's see what this article say. A Nevada judge on Tuesday postponed the red run trial of the only suspect ever charged in the 1996 killing of rap icon Tupac Shakur for nearly a year, saying she had little choice given new developments presented by his defense attorneys in the need to ensure a fair trial. Child. The trial of Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, previously set for next month in Las Vegas, has been rescheduled for February 9th of 2026. The judge ordered prosecutors and the defense to return to court over the summer for a status hearing. It looks like there are quite a few things that are left to be done to get this case prepared so that Mr. Davis can have effective assistance of counsel. The Clark County District Court Judge Carly Kearney said during a short hearing. When asked by the judge if he was okay with moving the trial that far out, Davis agreed. Why would they need so much time? Davis' defense team filed a motion on Friday seeking more time, saying critical investigative work had to be done and witnesses needed to be interviewed to ensure he gets a fair trial. The lawyer said a private investigator identified witnesses who can testify that Davis was not at the scene of the shooting. So attorney Carl Arnold, who is leading the defense, said the case involved decades-old allegations and critical facts have yet to be fully examined. On the night of September 7, 1996, Shakur was in a BMW driven by the Death Row founder, Suge Knight. We all know. All right? We all know the details behind Tupac. Let me know what y'all think. Number one, they're claiming that they have witnesses now that can prove Keefe D wasn't there. All right, look. Keefe D, you went running your mouth on a media tour and you placed yourself in the scene of the crime. That's why you in this mess. But the other thing I think they trying to connect this to the Diddy case, because in a couple of the civil lawsuits, Tupac's name was mentioned. Tupac's name was mentioned a lot. And then remember in Cassie's lawsuit, she made reference to Diddy hearing that Suge Knight was in town and he went crazy. Y'all remember that? I think it's going to be more witnesses. I think so too, because the noise is getting louder and louder. Hey, be more shorty. I think the Keefe D trial is going to incorporate some of Diddy's accusations. I do too. Right. Maybe waiting to see if Diddy goes down because his trial is in May. I think it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me too. It makes sense. But this goes to show how the two cases are starting to collaborate and come together and merge together. I'll keep my eye out, but it's my job to bring y'all the updates, Naughty Crew. Okay? But I found it quite interesting. I really did. All right, up next. Speaking of trials, we might as well go on to A$AP Rocky, right? Congratulations to A$AP Rocky. His verdict has been entered and he was found not guilty. He was found not guilty. Let me see. I'll just try to see the article I want to use. Please thumbs up this video. And can I say his braids was flawless the whole time. Here we go. So here, shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for capturing this. Here is when the verdict was read. And let me tell you, crow in my face, I'll eat crow, okay, virtually. Because I really thought it was a high chance that he could get convicted being that he was on video. Y'all let me know if y'all still felt the same way. Because they had offered him a deal of 90 days, and I felt like it was a sweetheart deal. But it just goes to show, if you really, really innocent, you'll take it all the way. And with good legal representation, he got vindicated. Here we go. Here's the verdict.
County of Los Angeles, people of the state of California versus Joaquin Mayers, case number BA 508142-01. We, the jury, the above entitled action, find the defendant, Rakeem Mayers, not guilty of court.
All right, so I mean, congratulations to him. I'm sure it was a big weight lifted off his shoulders because this has been looming over him for years. And I think what had to do with the verdict is the fact that they caught the guy that claimed he was the victim in so many lies. And did he actually get shot? You know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever. So congratulations to him. And Riri responded and reacted, and she took to Twitter. She expresses her gratitude following A$AP Rocky not guilty verdict. The glory belongs to God and God alone. Thankful, humbled by his mercy. Love that for her. And we should expect a wedding soon, because I'm sure this is what's holding him up from being married. Yes, Relly was messy. Let me see what y'all saying. He had a great legal team. They even cried happy tears. Exactly. A$AP Relly was a fool. His testimony sealed the deal for Rocky. It really did. Relly was messy and practically a snitch. And now Riri gonna have baby number 3, child. And I think that just expect a wedding. I think it's gonna be a wedding. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks. Shout out to A$AP Rocky. This is them after.
Back up. Guys, listen. Let your talk. Hey, guys, chill, man. No, I need your lowest context, man. Guys, bottom line is, we're grateful for the jury. They saw through this barrage of a case. CIA. Said from day one he was innocent. He turned down a plea for almost no jail time because he was innocent. And I've always said this was an extortion. The extortion played out live in color in court. You know, we've always said what it says is that the district attorney should look long and hard at prosecuting Tyrell Efron.
Selective prosecution.
We said that from day one. They should do it now. They have him admitting to perjury. They have him committing extortion. The jury saw through it and came to an enormously quick and speedy verdict, the right verdict, and we thank this jury. And again, for me, my partner Chad, we're honored to have represented this amazing family. Rakeem Rocky is one of my guys, closest friends, but he's also just a great person. We love him. Rihanna,
A$AP Joe.
They are seriously the greatest people, and I said I love them, and I really do love them, and I got emotional in my summation because I care about them. This is one of the happiest days of my life, and I'm happy for them because they've earned this and deserve it.
Congratulations, family. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
Let's all say amen. Amen. Amen.
All right, and that's the verdict when they got acquitted in a courtroom. That's Rihanna. I'm sure that's probably his mom. All right. Now I got A$AP lawyer explaining why he did not take the plea deal. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue, and shout out to the Shade Room for that last clip. I just thought this was interesting. All right, here we go.
How are you feeling right now? You've presented your case, done your closing, you've heard what prosecutors had. You rejected a plea deal. How you feeling?
I feel great. I mean, look, this case went in perfectly for us. I mean, I believed in Rocky's innocence from day one. Rocky's maintained it by virtue of the fact that he's turned down a plea that would have been, they offered him like 6 months. You know, and he's facing obviously a lot more than that. I think shows you his resolve and his belief in his innocence and belief in the jury system. So, you know, this case, it should be a 5-minute acquittal. But again, I've tried 120 jury trials, both as a prosecutor and defense attorney, and I will tell you, you can never, despite what all pundits may think and people in the courtroom, you just never know what a jury's thinking. But I feel as good as can be, especially because the way the summations ended.
Let's talk about that summation. There was something in particular you said that did not sit well with the prosecutor, and we saw the big argument over this. You're referring to ASAP Relly as having perjured himself, and that the prosecution accepted that. Joe, I've never seen an attorney take off his coat in court because it seemed like he was about to get into a fight.
No, I took off my coat, Charles, because it was very hot in court. I didn't know this was going to happen. I was just listening to, this repeated, I'll call it whining, if you will, by the prosecutor, which seemed to happen every day. So I took my coat off because it was getting hot, not because I was getting ready to have fisticuffs. That wouldn't have been a fair fight.
How are you feeling right now? You've presented your case. Done.
All right, so you know what? He believed in his client so much that's why they were confident enough to take the deal. But I'm super excited for ASAP because I really thought he was Schitt's Creek, and I'm like, oh my God, he's risking like not being around his boys for a long time. Like, why is he gambling? Why is he gambling with his life? Okay. But I'm excited for them. I thought I had social media reacts. No, I didn't get it. Well, I'm excited for him and Riri. I was watching real time. The jury came back fast, right? And when the jury comes back fast, that usually means it's going to go in favor of the defense a lot of the times. He do. Be More Shorty said, give us the new album, A Wedding, and then baby number 3. I know that's right. Grown Woman said, right, Be More, in that order, period. His lawyer kind of looks and sounds like Andrew Dice Clay. He really do. Fist to cuff. Let me tell you something. I know him and Riri went home and made Sweet Love Baby. Okay, they probably make baby number 3. All right. And the future is bright. I hope he gets back to music. I wish nothing but the best for him and Riri and their family. He loves being a dad. And it was this whole press tour, and he was just like really, really highlighting him being a father before the trial began or whatever. And of course, Diddy, pay attention. This is how you use the media to your benefit. You don't get caught with your mule and your twins getting on a plane, endangering children. You don't get caught doing it. Child, the egos or whatever. So shout out to him. And like I said, look, I was one of those ones that doubted it, the fact that they had it on video. So I eat crow on that. I do. I can admit when I was wrong or whatever. And he did the right thing ultimately for himself and his family. And now he is acquitted of all charges. Same thing. I know, like Young Thug, I know he wish he would have hung in there. Because now he got what, like 30 years of probation? If he would have just hung in there, he wouldn't have had no charges. Yeah, when he went back to the scene of the crime and collected the evidence himself, I was like, what the who does that? He does that. And they call him in all sorts of lies, okay? All sorts of lies. All right, as we all know, Jay-Z, his great case from the 13-year-old accusations, him and Diddy got acquitted. And as a response to that, and as he should, he is now, he's been starting the process to sue Tony Busby, but we just got more details, and we found out that he lost $20 million in deals due to the accusations. And also, he was faced with a decision on whether to show up to his daughter's Mustafa movie premiere because Tony Busby dropped that lawsuit the night before, which I just thought was nasty work, okay, on his part or whatever. But also they are revealing that the Carters received death threats. I'm just like, people just be unhinged, but these fan bases be crazy, okay? Shout out to New York Online org. Jay-Z reveals that he and Beyonce received death threats in response to SA lawsuit. That is crazy work. So Jay-Z is opening up about the whirlwind of malicious attacks he and his family have endured online following previously issued accusations of him SAing a minor. Both Jay-Z alongside Diddy were accused of SAing a 13-year-old girl at a September 2000 MTV VMA after party. Over the course of the last few months, the Roc Nation CEO has worked actively to maintain his innocence while firing back at the anonymous accuser representing Tony Busby. In response to the case being quietly dismissed on Friday, February 14, Jay has filed a countersuit against Busby, citing that the suit was timed purposely to back him into a corner. Yeah, he was trying to shake him down. Reports the Daily Mail. I felt that Mr. Busby was placing a GU into my head, that I either bow to his demands or endure personal financial ruin. As we previously reported, the anonymous accuser alongside Busby filed an SA suit against the music mogul a day before the Lion King Mustafa London premiere. The film starred both Beyonce and their eldest daughter, Blue Ivy. People have said, I can't wait until you join Combs in prison, then later in hell. Jay-Z declared in his complaint, other comments have accused me of being a Satanist, a trafficker and terrorist and monster, and called me the N-word and threatened violence against me and my wife, including to KILL and execute us. That's disgusting. Okay. And also, I think he's making reference to Jag Liar Wrong herself. Yup. And you know what? I think that she deserves to be sued too. Look, let me tell you something. Here's what we know. Jay-Z like him young. He like his young tenderoni. Okay. Could he be involved with some crazy shit back in the day when he was younger? It's possible. We all make poor choices, right? Has he grown into a family man? Absolutely. Is he a shrewd businessman? Absolutely. He has no loyalty to anyone but his wife and kids. And that's what we know. And for these people to be able to come in and make all these false claims without no evidence and bring lawsuits and ultimately ruin people's reputation, it's not okay. It's not okay. So, I mean, who are we to say Jay-Z is innocent or not? Show the proof. Bring charges. And he even said that in his initial statement when this lawsuit dropped. Like, if you are a victim of anyone, he welcomed them to bring charges. To be quite honest, the victim, the 13-year-old victim, she still could have filed a police report. But it was too many holes in her story. Look, at the end of the day, I believe she's a victim, but not of Jay-Z and the diddler. And y'all know how I feel about the diddler, okay? I believe she's a victim of something or someone, but not this not it right here. Nope. Right. And Tony Busby did not do his job. What attorney doesn't vet his client? He waited for someone else to do it. It's disgusting. But had a whole press conference saying that he vetted all these people. And he did his due diligence. No, he just wanted to create a media frenzy to garner attention to line his pockets. Tony Busby does not care about the victims. He just cares about money. Period. He just cares about money. And it's just sad. Like, it is never okay to be sending anyone death threats. Like, until they're proven guilty in a court of law, they're innocent. But I mean, these fan bases, they just be going crazy. It just goes to show the society that we live in or whatever. But Stephen A. Smith with his big mouth has something to say. Shout out to
on Saturday. Combs' attorney said the suit dropped on Friday will be the first of many that will not hold up in a court of law, end quote. Jay-Z ain't that one. As far as I'm concerned, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He didn't sit idly by and watch his name be raked through the coals and sullied the way that he did. Most of us would have. Most of us would have let our lawyers handle it. We would have shut up. We would have kept silent. He didn't do that. And I remember I was taking a lot of heat for coming to Jay-Z's defense. My initial question is, where the hell are y'all now? And to the people who have smiled in Jay-Z's face, who were supposed to be his friends, who were supposed to be supportive of his, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Let me be very, very clear. None of us were there. We don't know what happened or whatever the case may be. That's fair. And if you have a microphone and a camera in front of you, you have an obligation to say that. But in the same breath, what was I being attacked for? Ladies and gentlemen, if you would recall, what I said was, the man that I have known and I have been friends with for 25 years, there's no way I believe he's capable of something like that. See, the bigger issue is the damn punks that society has turned us into. You can say two things at once. You can say, I wasn't there, and I have no factual evidence to prove my position. But the person that I've known for 25 years, nah, I don't believe he would do that. I want a stake. I want to make sure that I'm clear, because I got friends and loved ones and people like that in my life. If y'all ever handle some stuff with me the way that some of these people handle this stuff with Jay-Z, y'all kiss my ass. And you go to hell. Because at the very least, somebody should be able to say, I've known Stephen A. for 20, 25, 30 years, 40 years. What? Nah, I can't see him doing that. You just gonna go silent and just leave him hanging like that? When it ain't like he was silent. It ain't like he hiding.
Well, I mean, he's silent when it comes to the Diddy situation, and they known each other for years. This is Stephen A. Smith's podcast. He doesn't talk about sports on this one. He talks about like trending topics. But to his point, you have to look at people's reputation, right? And when this lawsuit came out, I just didn't believe it. I just did not believe it. And there's been a lot of speculation around Jay-Z's name for years and Beyonce's names for years. All right. There's a lot of conspiracy theorists out there. Do I think Jay-Z is guilty of avoiding paternity tests? Yes. That's my opinion. Do I think he's guilty of not claiming his children? Yes. He cares about his image, and you could tell how he handled this situation. He does. Okay. And he cares about his reputation and his family. Absolutely. Right. But platforms have allowed the likes of Jagly and Wrong to run around spewing fictional information, not factual, fictional information on these people. What about holding those people accountable? You know, she's never had any proof. She's delusional. She's a pathological, habitual liar. All right. And quite frankly, she needs help. And when she went on Piers Morgan, Jay-Z's team responded right away. She wasn't even scheduled to be on Piers Morgan to talk about Jay-Z. Let's talk about it. She was supposed to come on to talk about how she felt about what was going down with Diddy. But she has this sick obsession with Jay-Z and Beyonce. And people have allowed her to spew venom. It's not right. It is simply not right. And she was debunked. She was debunked by other content creators. And now she's trying to backpedal. And she's left on YouTube to spread more lies. This woman is nothing but a panhandling predator. Please like the video. Yes. Hey, Couture Bang. Yeah, I just wish he would take the DNA test. And maybe this situation will open his eyes. Like, because you could shut Ramir up. Just take the test. Ramir can do a sibling DNA test with his sister. Ramir can do just like Jay-Z's first daughter did and do an ancestry test. He don't even need Jay-Z. Please, if you in the bushes, please thumbs up the video. Right, grown woman. She's obsessed with everyone. Jealousy is a dangerous thing. Absolutely. Right. And I hope he could put it to rest. So that's the main thing I feel like I side-eye Jay-Z about. But at the end of the day, and I'm talking about the paternity with Ramir and things like that. At the end of the day, though, it's still his business. I don't got to pay for it. And I just hope there's some resolve. But it's just like, take this young man out of his misery and just do the DNA test. And look, you can make him sign an NDA from there and things like that. But he's causing Ramir and his godmother a lot of financial strain. It's documented proof. So, you know, but as far as these accusations, nah, I never believed it. Never believed it. He's a lot of things, but I didn't believe this. And especially, I based it on what Super has said in her book, Diary of a Video Vixen. She said Jay-Z was the most respectable out of them all. He used a condom and he only got some head and he kept it moving. But she said he was the most respectable.
And leaving others to talk for him. No, he spoke and said, I'm innocent. This is not true. And nobody can stand up and say, nah, I that brother that I know, I can't see that. A 13-year-old girl. Yes, you are guilty. You are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And we understand it in a court of public opinion. It's shifted in this day and age. You know what the sad part is? Some of you out there might have believed Jay-Z was totally innocent, but you know what? It wasn't clickbait to say that. So what you want to do is throw it out there and give a reaction for clickbait purposes.
Nah, not me. You know, I just looked at her story and first of all, they had access. Him and Diddy had access to grown women. Why they need to be with a 13-year-old? You know, they had women throwing their panties at them at that time. You know, groupies was lining up in their hotel rooms. I just didn't believe it. Like, and especially once, even what was it? NBC said like there was a lot of inconsistencies in her stories, and her own father did not remember it. Like that right there put the nail in the coffin, and I didn't believe it. And then the other band that she accused, they were on tour. They weren't even at the VMAs. Like, But Stephen A. Smith, I do you one better. I challenge you with this. Are you behind the scenes talking to Jay-Z, your brother, and I'm my brother's keeper about settling this paternity situation? Do you have the same energy? Do you have the same energy? Am I my brother's keeper? Are you holding him accountable? Like, brother, this young man, he been out here for years talking about you his father. Why don't you just go ahead and put this to bed already? Clear your hands. Look, his daughter, she quietly went away. He went and bought her a house. Because at this point, Ramirez's mother's not even here anymore. It doesn't even matter at this point that his mom was whatever. Let me tell y'all something about back in the day. And we all seen it. And we going to keep it real. When me and my friends was 16, 17, we ain't want nobody in the school. We ain't want to date nobody in the school. We wanted the dudes with the cars and the money that can do things for us. And we all went outside in high school and seen the dudes lined up after school, okay? At the end of the day, back in the day, you 16, 17, you went for someone older. I think this is the case. Here, we just lived in a different time, and that's just keeping it real, where they didn't hold people accountable. But I know a lot of my friends, we dated older guys. Why? Because they had the money, they had cars, they was picking us up from school, we didn't have to walk no more. Like, let's just keep it real. That's just what it was. That's what it was. We ain't want nobody in the school. They was too immature. We wanted the dudes with the money. And who had the money? The local drug dealers. Okay? So stop it. Let's not act like this didn't happen. Okay? Ramirez's mom was like 16. Probably 16, 17. Messing with Jay-Z. And if her parents didn't hold him accountable, what are we to say? Unfortunately, that's what it was. And I'm just gonna keep it real with my audience. Like, that's what it was. Like, we dated older. Like, we wasn't trying to date no 34-year-old man, but like dudes in their 20s. You know what I'm saying? We 16, 17 years old. We dating somebody that's 20. Plenty of my friends did it. Some of them still married to this day to them. I'm just saying, shout out to Chopper and Tawana. But they was older. You know what I'm saying? They was older than us. See? Grown woman. I was 17 when I got married because I was pregnant. My first husband was 5 years older than me. So there's that. Period. Okay, so let's not act like this dynamic didn't go on. Are we saying it's right? But no, back in the day, it wasn't looked at as grooming and things like that. No, it wasn't. You talking about a society that promoted women getting married young, having babies, not even going to college. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women established themselves that way. Good morning, Chantel. In life, let's just keep it real. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue for that clip of Stephen A. Smith. But of course, we need some good press. So Beyonce's dancer, Ashley, I'm just going to keep it real. And I wish people to stop acting like that's not what went down. Okay? I done seen Hassan Campbell crying. Talk about, y'all took all the girls away from us when we was in school. All you drug dealers used to pull up and take all our girls away. But Beyonce, they need some good.
You guys, Beyonce's mama missed.
And shout out to the Jasmine brand. Beyonce longtime dancer Ashley Evers gets her hair makeover from Tina Knowles at Sacred Salon.
Tina herself invited me to the Sacred Salon. Here's what it looked like before. And let me just say, I had the most beautiful experience catching up in the Sacred Salon. She and her team made sure I was so well taken care of, just like family. And we started with this microscope zoomed all the way in on my pores and freaking scalp. And you can see everything. But listen and watch to what we learned. Mortified, you guys, just mortified, but we're taking care of it now. Yeah. So secrets out. I have a dry scalp, guys. So we really focused on clarifying my scalp and then doubled up with the hydrating shampoo. Okay, let's pick up some gems from the queen herself because she dropped a lot throughout this session.
You want to make sure that you get the full treatment. You're not having a lot of breakage, but you have some shedding because of the color.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that your hair is super strong and fortified. I can't wait to see it blow dry.
I haven't even done it in 3 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting.
I
Thank
know.
you for letting us do it.
Girl, only you. You guys, Beyonce. And once we rinsed it out, look at how shiny my hair looked. Oh, it's so shiny. It's like there's glitter in it. They gave me a little heat protectant on my hair, of course. And then we started with the blow drying and soap press process. This is iconic. Miss Tina is straightening my hair. The queen.
So you can see the unevenness of having those curly trees.
I was obviously not going to say no to Miss Tina cleaning up my raggedy ends, but if you're going to be going back and forth between curly and straight, I think you definitely need straight trims too.
So you can see in the part that doesn't have it, look, the super shininess of this, that, yeah, silky, and look at that.
My hair absolutely loves these products and took to everything. Did y'all see that shine? And it's also crazy for not having my hair pressed in 3 years, how well my hair took this flat iron. That says a lot about the product. And once we rinse it out, look at how
All right, so they're promoting the sacred product. I'm sure it costs like $1,000 for a full treatment. Good morning, everyone. All right, and let's get into my last story. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to come up and sound off. Feel free to come up and sound off about any of these topics that we discussed this morning. We got into A$AP Rocky and his verdict. He has been found not guilty. So congratulations to him and Riri. We also got into child. What did I talk about? Running my mouth. We got into Jay-Z and Beyonce and them getting death threats or whatever. And Stephen A. Smith and his feelings on people not backing up 50 Cent. And also we got into Mayor Eric Adams. They're starting to put the pressure on him to resign. And Kathy Hochul is setting up meetings to discuss it. All right. So let me know what you think about those topics. All right. And then we're going to go into 50 Cent versus Joe Budden. But before that, I want to give you some updates. Now, Kodak Black recently went viral because he was in the streets of Miami, high out his mind, okay, inebriated off of something. And it's clear that he needs help. And Kanye trolled him, talk about he want to go help him, he want to go save him, like, go help yourself or whatever. But his child's mom, which she was on, I forget the name of the show, but it's on Netflix. It's a reality show. She was on a reality show with Chad Ochocinco's ex-fiance. Okay. She has filed an emergency motion for custody, as she should. I mean, because clearly he is not in any condition to care for himself, let alone a child. So shout out to the bitch gossip. Kodak Black's child mother filed an emergency motion for custody, citing his mental health and alleged drug use. She said he hasn't seen or heard from their son in 3 weeks. So Kodak's BM filed an emergency motion for custody after they allegedly got into a massive altercation a few weeks ago at their daughter's birthday party. She claims him and his mother took their son and hasn't notified her of his whereabouts. She is also asking for child support for the two children. Okay. And as she should. I mean, I would have went into action after the first week of him having my child. Like, girl, get your kid, get full custody, all that. I mean, it is documented proof out here. Kai Sanat, go to the neighborhood. She got proof that he is unstable. He's an unstable creature. And he, hopefully this will lead him to getting help. Because it's scary. I don't know what he on, what he take, what he ingest, but he needs to check himself in and figure out what's going on there. All right. Now, as you all know, Wendy Williams is in Miami celebrating her dad's 94th birthday. Yay, Wendy. All right. Big 94. Her dad looks good. And so the caption says, happy I could make this happen for you, Papa. I said by any means, and I kept my word. Dad, happy birthday. So this is a beautiful picture. She was also filmed out having lunch with Kevin Jr. She looks so happy, and I feel like she looks really, really good. Yeah, Kanye can't help himself. That should be his priority. So shout out to Wendy and happy birthday to Mr. Williams. All right. And then on the tail end of that, I start seeing stories. Shout out to Tasha K. Wendy Williams' freedom restricted after allegedly getting drunk at assisted living facility, moved to memory care unit. So Tasha K reports allegedly had little to do, much to drink at her assisted living. Wendy Williams allegedly had little to do, much to drink at her assisted living facility, leading to restrictions on her freedom, according to news reports. Sources claim Wendy was originally able to come and go as she pleased, but after reportedly getting noticeably intoxicated at an on-site restaurant, she was moved to a memory care unit where access is more limited. This comes after Wendy compared her conversation to being in prison and filed a court affidavit stating she's capable of living independently. A source at the facility backed her up, saying her memory is fine, and staff allegedly lied to her about the restaurant being closed. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Only thing I can say is Wendy is sober now, and let her live in her happiness at this point, okay? Addiction is a lifelong thing. You know, you have to constantly be on top of it. You need to do things to maintain your sobriety. And that comes with people, places, and things. Right. How did she get, that's what I'm saying. How did she get access to it? Why do they have alcohol at the facility? That's not monitored. You know, I think with her condition, though, and I don't think she even has that faith. I think we should wait for Wendy to get a second opinion. Because maybe she was misdiagnosed. All right. But you know, alcoholism causes a lot of memory loss. It causes blackouts and things like that or whatever. But I am in the belief that as long as Wendy stays sober, she will be okay. Sounds like lies to you, right? It sounds like lies. Like, at the end of the day, I think we need to be in the moment, and the fact that she's in the process of getting free, let's not sully it for her, okay? Because she's done some work, obviously, to remain sober, and Wendy is back. She's back having conversations. She reunited with her son. I feel like she's taking some accountability for the Nepo baby that she produced. Or whatever. We finally know how she ended up in this conservatorship or guardianship, whatever. Or whatever. And I believe she was protecting her son all this time, because Kevin Jr. is her world. But at the end of the day, that's her baby. That's her child. And I still feel, and I stand on business when it comes to this, I still feel Kevin Sr. was the catalyst behind Kevin Jr. stealing from his mama, okay?
Ever in life, I stand on business. You got me somewhere, I stand on business.
I feel that Kevin Sr., because remember, he was going broke when Wendy, because his alimony was based on Wendy working at the show. So when she quit the show, his alimony stopped. And I believe at that point in time, Wendy was very conscious and she knew what she was doing. Remember, Wendy always said a woman should always have a plan. And I'm telling you, because I remember it was when this all was going down, I was on Sherelle and Perry panel, and Sherelle asked me, she said, Knotty, what do you think about all this going on with Wendy? I said, I think Wendy doing it on purpose. She ain't paying for that side baby. And I think that's initially how it was, right? But then, you know, with her mom passing away and everything, I think everything started collapsing. And Wendy ultimately got depressed. She didn't have any outlets. She was an empty nester. And she started drinking her feelings away. Because I don't think because we all wonder why Kevin Jr. couldn't get custody of his mom, right? Why wouldn't they let him step in? Because he was part of taking money. Well, can you imagine being an only child, right? Stuck between two parents that got divorced. And I believe when them alimony checks stopped, that Kevin Sr. was in Kevin Jr. ear. Like, you need to, where's your mom? This and that. Because we know he a big ass bully. Let's not act like we don't know that man is volatile. And rather than go out and get a job to support his new family that he created, he still wanted to continue to live off of Wendy. Like, why should Wendy continue to have to pay for your life? It's ridiculous. I think Kevin Jr. was torn between his parents. I'm talking about, like, looking out for his mom's health, and then you got your father in your ear talking about he broke. He can't pay his bills. Can you imagine being a child in between that? And then remember, Kelvin Sr. tried to sue the Guardian, saying that he was underpaid. And then the Guardian came back and was like, actually, you were overpaid. And you want to go there? And remember, Kelvin backed off after that. We haven't heard much from him since. Right, get on Medicaid and collect SNAP. Right, Big Cat paraded that woman all in her face, buying a home closer, right around the corner. Buying her a car, not to mention a baby. Anyone would have caved under that pressure, period. And seriously, and I think that's why Wendy has understanding towards her son. And what he did. And that's just my theory. That's my opinion, Naughty Crew. Y'all let me know in the comments. But at this point, reporting on her getting restricted because she was drunk, at this point, does it really matter? Does it really matter? Let's move into the present. All right, and that's all I gotta say on that. I'm not going to kick her when she down. She trying to get from underneath that conservatorship, and I am here for it. All right, let's get into 50 Cent petty ass, okay, and Joe Budden's, okay. Shout out to Hip Hop DX for this article. 50 Cent fires back at Joe Budden over therapy jab. Stop walking around naked, okay, child. As you all know, Joe Budden was recently charged with indecent exposure. He was caught naked in his hallway on the rain cam. The charges were dropped, and come to find out, him and a neighbor are battling, and so they're looking for any and everything. And I think he blamed it on like sleepwalking or something like that. And he brought his now girlfriend out to defend him, whatever, windmill. All right, that's the backstory on that. So 50 Cent is clapping back at Joe Budden's over comments Budden made about him on his podcast. Earlier this week, Budden mentioned 50 on his Eponymous show, as he noted that both G-Unit Mogul and Kanye West need therapy. They absolutely, look, everybody needs therapy. Okay, let's get into this podcast. Let me let this commercial play.
you said that, I was thinking about that, about being genuine and like telling what you were. Like this guy, a legend, I feel like for the first time in a long time, has put out a record, and it's like it's so well received, man. The internet has always been tearing this guy down, one of the icons, one of the greatest rappers of all time. It's Marshall Mathers guy, but it's like I'm very excited to see like the reception to this record, what he put out.
We even got a DJ Head. I like.
Sorry, this is not.
That was
That's
big.
how you know it's big.
That's how
Yeah.
you know.
Eminem Houdini, DJ Head. I like this one.
Bro,
Thank you, Paul Rosenberg. I like this one.
Bro, I've been waiting.
You just can't beat a post-game burger at McDonald's, right?
Sorry, I thought that was the one. It keeps skipping. But y'all know 50 is petty as they come. This is it. Please thumbs up this video. Here we go. All right, so hip hop is the new meaning for I need therapy, he said. West needs therapy, 50 Cent needs therapy. I don't care if you agree with the rationale, and 50 is 50. He's going to stand in it. He's going to stand strong in it. 50 reacts to Irv Gotti's passing was what really jumped off the Joe as he had uploaded a picture of himself smoking a hookah pipe while next to a mock gravestone. And I thought it was in poor taste that 50 did this. I really, really did. Like, he just has no limits. So 50 reacts to Joe Budden's, all right? I'm not going to waste my time trying to find the article. So he starts trolling Joe. And, I mean, did Joe really say anything bad, 50? Like, grow the fuck up, okay? And he starts posting memes of Joe in tidy whities. He said, Joe, where the F is you going? The Diamond Club in the Bronx. You shot the fuck out, boy. 50 is crazy. And you know what? I feel like Joe Budden needs a clap back at 50. All right. He also posted it. He said 50 Cent needs therapy. Joe Budden says 50 Cent is wrong. He was wrong for doing that to Irv Gotti. He was. But 50 is going to be a petty ass troll, okay? So he says, stay out my mix, Joe, talking about I need therapy. Itch, you need to stop walking around naked. This F is you doing in the hallway with your balls out, punk. I mean, 50, you are immature. I always say he's my favorite troll, but I don't agree with some of his antics. And I thought the situation with Irv Gotti, he should have had more respect for Irv's children. There's a time and a place to troll. Everybody rode the Wendy gravy train. Let me see what y'all saying. If Wendy had the right representation, she could have defeated Kelvin Sr. and had a fair divorce. Like, I don't think she should have had to pay him alimony, to be quite honest. I mean, he cheated. Kelvin Sr. cheated. How she end up paying alimony? Quietly checked into AA and she wouldn't be in this mess. Right. You're right. I mean, it's a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas with the Wendy case, but I never understood why she had to pay alimony to a cheating ass man. And she had proof. He had a whole baby. All right, 50 is as petty as they come, and that's that on that. All right, I don't even want to entertain nothing else with him because this is dumb. But I still feel like Joe need to clap back. Like, fuck that nigga. Like, cause, and y'all know how I feel about Joe Budden, okay? Sleepy one hit wonder Joe, okay? But clap back, Joe. See, people don't be clapping back at 50, and I think if people start clapping back at his ass, he'll calm the fuck down on the trolling. Pew Newport button. Because Joe Biden, I think he a womanizer. I think he a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he was wrong for saying that 50 and Kanye need therapy. I really, really don't. You do need therapy if you control a dead man. 50, I'm saying, I'm fair over here, okay? And a lot of your antics is funny, but that was not funny that Irv Gotti trolling you was doing. And I get y'all got beef forever, but have some respect for his kids. But I think 50 cannot see that because look at how he treat his oldest son for teaming up with his aunt. As soon as that picture came out with Marquise and Supreme, he was cut out of the will ASAP, okay? You would like to see 50 have a rose session, 50 and Marquise have a rose session for each other. That's interesting. You know, I would like to see him resolve things with his son. You know, and not in the public. I think they need to go to therapy together to resolve things because 50 know his Marquise mother was the catalyst for a lot of things. So let's separate him. No money, nothing being discussed, but I think the two of them need to resolve their issues behind the scenes. He was not talking to his son before that. And I just feel like 50 shouldn't take out on his son the sins of his mother. And you know little boys love their mama. So he gonna comfort and be there for his mother. And could let Couture Baby tell it 50 burned down that house. But seriously, I would like to see him put his pride aside and resolve things with his son. Forget about the money. Forget about all that. Like, just resolve emotionally, heal the two of them. Wow. Couture Bay said he mad that lady didn't want to be with him anymore. She said he was abusive. Probably so. Probably so. All right, the last story I'm gonna get into, and we're gonna get out of here because it just came across my feed, and I'm like, well, we kind of knew this. Exclusive shout out to allhiphop.com. Dame Dash accused of dodging payments, and more creditors try to seize assets. So Dame Dash faces another financial crisis as author and entrepreneur Edwina Brooks moves to seize his assets after securing a $78,289 judgment against him. Brooks successfully sued Dash for copyright infringement in 2019 and asked the judge to auction off his stake in several companies, including Poppington LLC, the Dash Group LLC, and DGCO LLC. You know, recently we reported he's trying to sell his shares in Rockefeller, I want to say. The legal action stems from Brooks' lawsuit against Dash, where she accused him of unlawfully marketing and distributing her book series, Mafietta, without permission. Her court victory secured a $300,000 judgment, but after years of unsuccessful collection efforts, Brooks is now escalating her fight to claim what she is owed. She isn't stopping at Dash Corporation Holdings. Brooks also demands the U.S. Marshal auction Poppington intellectual property, including film rights, for Honorable, and We Went to China. If successful, the move could strip Dash and his longtime business partner Raquel Horn, who is his baby mama, Did they get married? I know he was avoiding marrying Raquel because of his child support situation. He didn't want her to be financially responsible. Yeah, according to Growing Up Hip Hop, he didn't want to marry her. That's what he said on the show. All right. Okay. So if successful, the move could strip Dash and his longtime business partner Raquel Horn of significant assets tied to their production company. Damon Dash trouble don't end with Brooks. Filmmaker Josh Weber, who won an $823,284 judgment against Dash for defamation and breach of contract related to the movie Dear Frank, is also hunting for Dash remaining assets. Weber, who took Dash to court in 2019, intensified his legal actions after Dash publicly insulted him in interviews, calling him a thief. And now we know why Damon Dash is being a chatty Cathy. Couture Bay said they did get married. Okay. Now we know why he been going around doing all these interviews, child. He got all these judgments against him. Well, Cameron had something to say about it. Cameron has something to say about his money problems. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue, child.
And Dame know this more than anybody else. You can't stop hustling. All them people Dame put on that he named, it wasn't like they got a chunk of money and stopped. Everybody kept hustling. They kept going. You did put Kevin Hart in this first movie. I was actually in that movie with Kevin Hart, Paper Soldiers. And you have to be thankful for the opportunity. But did Kevin Hart keep going on and doing a bunch of other shit? Yeah, he wouldn't be Kevin Hart just from being Kevin Hart from Paper Soldiers. It ain't like you know Kevin Hart from Paper Soldiers and be like, yeah, he owed Dame. Like the movie, it wasn't Avatar. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Blair Witch. But you did give him an opportunity. I understand that. But after the opportunity, it's about keep going hustling. You know what I'm saying? Back to the him not having money thing. He shouldn't have to work for anything. Look, yeah, my bad. But like with Dame, I would love to do the things Dame did. Fly private for 5 years straight. Buy 2 mansions in London. You got a mansion in London just for your niggas and then a personal mansion in London for something else or renting them or whatever. You just got mansions in London. We not even from London. We just going to fucking London, hanging out, not saying, I put on my artists or really, more Jim and Jewels, but we was all Dipset, SAS, just out in London spending money. I would love to have 2 lofts in Tribeca right around the corner for each other. 20,000 for this loft, 20,000 for that loft around the corner. So you got $40,000 a month for just lofts, airfare, flying everywhere. Dame, I would have loved to have the biggest mansion in Alpine, New Jersey. Dame is the only nigga that I ever seen to this day. I'm talking about to this day, and I've been in a lot of places, and like I said, maybe I haven't been in the right places. I've never seen a nigga with a urinal in their house yet. Dame is the only nigga I see where you go to his house and he got the stand-up shit in the men's room. He got a urinal in his house, in the movie room, a urinal. You go to...
And the reason why I'm bringing this to you, Naughty Crew, you see the things that Cameron is detailing, lost in Tribeca's around. I hear overspending and see a lot of people. It wasn't just the girl situation that got in between him and Rockefeller. Dame was overspending Rockefeller's money. Like, he is very wasteful, and that's why I wanted to show y'all what Cameron is saying. Dame used to wear a pair of Air Force Ones, throw them out, buy a brand new one next day. Everything gotta be fresh, spanking brand new. Had he had curved back his lifestyle a long time ago and kept it simple, he probably would still have money to this day. But I think what happened is once him and Jay-Z split from Rockefeller and things like that, Dame didn't scale back his lifestyle. He just kept spending like the money was coming in fast, right? He never scaled back. And then as the money started getting low, he started doing these get rich quick schemes. I mean, because his movies are basic at most, like, and he started investing in all these businesses that didn't turn him a profit. And that's why he's running from all these creditors. But look at all the wasteful spending that just Cameron. Like, what do you need a urinal in your house for? What's wrong with a regular toilet? I can see a bidet, but a urinal? Fucking crazy.
Dame house, he got a crib in Malibu. Yo, you know these walls are made out of museum walls, right? This is the same shit they use in the museum. This ain't regular house walls. They make museums out. This is museum walls and shit. Bro, if you live like that, you gotta keep hustling. You can't buy all that shit you bought. I'm being nice. I'm not even naming half of it. You can't buy all that shit and spend all that money and then be like, I shouldn't have to work anymore. I ain't have half the shit I just named. I ain't have no 2 lofts in Soho. I ain't have no 2 mansions in London. I ain't fly private every day for 6, 7, 8, 9 years. I ain't have no damn urinal. This all the shit you was spending your money on. I'm just good.
Wasteful spending. And people, see, they get money and they forget to do things themselves to cut back on spending. What the hell you need museum walls for? What's the purpose of that? Why fly private all the time? Business class, first class not good enough? See, that's what happened with overinflated egos. And he made poor investment. He had wasteful spending, and a lot of people in our community do that. They have champagne taste, but a beer budget. And they forget to stay with the beer budget once they get champagne money. Because the simpler you live, that's the more longevity you have financially. He didn't make good investments. And you're right, Jay-Z did give him his cut. But I'm telling you, part of the reason, it wasn't just the girl situation that broke them apart. It was also his overspending. I've heard people say that all the time. Dame got too big for his britches. And his entitlement appetite increased. It's disgusting. Like, and that's why he in so much financial debt.
Good budget and money, thank God. So, but to answer your question, I love Dame. That's my bro. And whatever I can do for him, I absolutely will. But all this shit, you shouldn't have to work no more. And then nigga wasn't even thinking about me. Throw my name in, and it's kind of crazy. But you spend crazy. You spend crazy, and you talk crazy to people too. Wow. I'm just a nigga who knows you, so I could tolerate some of your verbal abuse, even though you don't consider it verbal abuse.
And I remember on Growing Up Hip Hop, his own son Boogie talked about how Dame be coming at them crazy. Like, his kids be cutting him off because it's just like, stop talking to me crazy like that. Like, he has no respect, no regard, and he needs to humble himself at this point in life. Seriously, he still has younger children. I think him and Rocky have like 2 kids together. But he needs to humble himself. And I'm glad Cameron's speaking loud and proud and holding him accountable. Just like he had to hold Jim Jones accountable. Thumbs up this video.
Yo, no. Yo, imagine sitting you just walking in the house and say, yo, watch your shoulders, because that's museum wall right there. That ain't apartment wall or sheetrock wall or whatever wall. Nigga says museum wall. I tell Dame talks crazy. Last thing, and I'm just saying, it's his spending. Dame would be set for life if he knew how to manage his money. He made more than enough money not to work no more. But he want to keep hustling, and I dig it. It's in him, pause. And Dame know this more than anybody else. You can't stop hustling. All them people Dame put on that he named, it wasn't like they got a chunk of money and stopped. Everybody kept hustling. They kept going. You did put Kevin Hart.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, he started making horrible investment and bad business deals. And now they're going for his throat. Hey, Makeup Diva. She said, hey, Knotty in chat. I said this years ago. I said Dame messed up the entire hustle. People mad at Jay, but it was Dame. He got to be too much. And I know he did, because he was always drunk. Remember back in the day, he was always drunk, belligerent. I knew he was desperate when he went on Dr. Drew therapy show with his brothers. Child. Sorry, guys. I gotta start. I gotta start logging into work. Yeah, but Dame ego, it's overinflated, number one. And he has very bad spending habits. I heard that more than one place. Like, he was overspending. He had to fly private everywhere. Why? You know what I'm saying? He had to have the presidential suite everywhere. He had to have a brand new sneakers on every single day. That's wasteful spending. That is wasteful spending. Yes, you guys. All right, you guys. So we're going to get ready to get out of here. We got into so much today. Thank you all for joining me with this live. We got into ASAP Rocky not guilty verdict. I had to eat virtual crow because I really was one of those ones like, oh my God, he should have took the deal. He's on camera. Well, he is proof of, number one, standing on your business when it comes to your innocence. If you really innocent and you got the right attorneys behind you, stand on business. All right. So congratulations to him and Rihanna. Seriously, hopefully we'll get a wedding, albums, and babies, more babies, more babies, more babies. All right. Also, we got into Eric Adams. They're starting to push for his removal, and also the judge is considering dismissal, and they think that's because he is canoodling with Donald Trump on the immigration situation in New York. We got into 50 Cent trolling Joe Budden because Joe Budden said he need therapy. And then we got into Dame Dash, and him being broke, and why he broke. We also got into Jay-Z and Beyonce getting death threats, and as a result of those allegations, those frivolous allegations that came out with the 13-year-old. So yeah, let's leave it in the comments. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Countdown to vacation, y'all. So I did my laundry, so I got to get all that together. I'm going to start packing tonight. I'm so excited. I can't wait to eat the food. The weather's not going to be so great, though, guys. It's going to be cold. It's going to be warmer than New Jersey, because right now we're like 18 degrees, 20-some degrees. Like, it's freezing or whatever. But I'm just looking forward to the change of scene, hanging in this, indulging in the culture down in Louisiana. So I am definitely excited. I can't wait to eat the food. Like, I got a budget just for food. Just for food. I can't wait. So I'm going to be vlogging a lot this weekend. So make sure you follow me on the free apps, Instagram, TikTok, because I'm going to be posting a lot to the free apps and vlogging a lot to take y'all along on the experience. It's 19 degrees in Philly. Oh, safe travels, have fun. Friend of hers. Right. I kind of wish we would have pushed it back a week. Ciao. Because as soon as we leaving, that's when it's going to warm up down there. I was like, this sucks. But I'm going to make the best of it. That's what I do. I mean, vacation is vacation. I'm just be happy to be out of Jersey for a little bit. I'm a Jersey girl, but sometimes I need a break too. But I'm excited. I am excited. So please make sure y'all are liking this video replay game, sharing my content out. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We are on the path of 5K subs. I've been loving the channel engagement. So I appreciate you all. Shout out to my members. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my moderators. And shout out to my subscribers to come, girl. Because y'all, excuse me. Only place from here is up. And I believe in myself that much. All right. Because I know I'm gonna just make this Naughty Love movement pop. All right, you guys. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Seriously. And to all my haters.
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I embrace my haters too, chill. I embrace my haters. I love my haters. Okay. And if you got something to say, we welcome all opinions. Are welcome here. Pull up.
You don't want no problems. You just talk like you do. Let me show you that you don't want no problems.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Pull up. I love you all. God bless you. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out.